Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Truth Beyond Paranormal. Tonight we are coming from Manningtree in Essex, and our investigation covers the Mistley Towers and graveyard, along with the dunking pond that saw a lot of gruesome history during the 17th century as part of the East Anglian witch trials. Mistley Towers, that you will witness tonight, originally was a parish church called St Mary the Virgin. It was built in the 18th century, but sadly only the two towers remain after the main church was demolished. Surrounding the church used to be warehouses, a granary, malting office and new quays, along with a medieval church to which only the porch survived. However, a new church was built in its place in 1735 by a man known as Rigby. Rigby was formerly known as Robert Adam, an architect who wanted to design a saltwater bath by the main river. His plans never got carried out. It is significant because it was unusual, as it avoided the everyday design standards of the 18th century. Instead, the towers got erected, and people back in the day said it was influenced by designs of the Roman tombs. Sadly, the idea of the baths and spa fell on deaf ears, and the church was demolished in 1870 to make way for the Gothic revival. Step inside these towers with us and witness the truth during daylight and midnight for the first time ever on Truth Beyond Paranormal. During this period of English history, around 300 people were tried for witchcraft, and close to 100 of them were executed as witches, of which 53 were hanged. Matthew Hopkins, the self-proclaimed witch-finder general, moved to the town in the early 1640, claiming to have heard women in the town talking about meetings with the devil, which led to the women's demise. During our first vigil, before we even called out, we seemed to capture a moaning voice on camera, along with our K2 meter flashing. K2s will only react if an electromagnetic field is increased nearby.
This has got a big battery in as well.
I'm just blinded the ladybirds. 12 degrees at the door. And the ladybirds. They've just been blinded. Wall's 11 degrees. Floor's 11. Wall's just under 12.
Oh, your thing's going off. It wouldn't be my phone because mine's on flight mode now. It wouldn't be my phone because mine's on flight mode now. It wouldn't be my phone because mine's on flight mode now.
That's with my phone right next to it.
Yeah, so that's just showing that Wayne's all the way over here. So his phone being up against it means that there is a frequency there that the K2 can pick up on. Mine's on flight mode.
Right, so that's... Take it off now, put it onto flight. There we go. No activity on there now.
There you go. That's what that was. So that has been
Well, no, if it starts going off again now,
then there's
because
definitely
I
no
standing
danger.
over here when you first started.
Yeah, when it first started, you were far enough away actually.
So if I put mine back onto data,
No, because
it's not doing it.
it's not doing it.
I'm back onto my data again.
Yeah.
It's not doing it.
So there isn't a reason why that would have been happening, to be fair. And it wouldn't do it with that because it's not got Wi-Fi connected to it.
What about the little recorder?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because even if I come over, okay, and it definitely shouldn't have done it when I went over because
The only reason why the K2 leg would go off is if there is a signal being received or transmitted from an electronic device. So for you to actually receive it, you have to have a receiver or a transmitter on the device you're using.
Nah.
So that's why we put the phones on flight mode or turn them off, because then it doesn't interfere with K2s.
Yeah, it's not doing it now and it's right up against it. So.
Is it in this one? Sorry. Oh, there it is. I didn't look right through your phone.
Oh no, you're allowed. Oh, it went off again. Thank you. Could you take it up to the red for us?
Still, mine's still on flight mode.
And mine as well. You're not really near to it. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We all really appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We all really appreciate that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We all really appreciate that. Oh, it's a little,
A mini ghost.
what do they call it? An extinguisher person. Love it.
Which proves my point,
Yeah,
but it picks up the shoulders and fills in the blanks.
little extinguisher person.
It's Marcus. That shows up. It's really weird. I mean, it comes up really weird. Looks like something out of Lost in Space. As we continue our first vigil, I have taken out my SLS app on my phone. We are fully aware that it can at times use objects to create the illusion of someone standing in front of the camera. However, we have had success with this app before. On this occasion, all we notice is it making strange patterns on the wall. But there is no reason why, as all there is faded words that would be very hard for this app to pick up on. We also noticed that parts of the plaque on the wall eerily looked like that of a skull. Whilst we walk around the room testing these theories out, you can hear someone's disembodied moaning. Oh, there we go. It's a bit of a strange shape to make, isn't it? It's not actually making a figure.
I think it's trying to find the word, isn't it? They're not great, are they?
It's a bit weird.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I don't think this is supposed to generate something from words. It's the shapes that it picks up. That's why I showed you the fire extinguisher, because it looks like someone's shoulders, so it fills in the blanks then.
This is like it's trying to pick out like something from the middle part, you know, just where it's like faded.
Sort of this area.
Yeah, it looks like it's trying to make out something from on there. But that wouldn't make sense if it's words, because if it's in that little section there's nothing there to actually make out anything anyway. Okay, cool.
I mean, that elongated shape, that looks like the shoulders. Because if I go round to the fire extinguisher, it looks like this bit here,
Yeah.
the very top. Well, you can't zoom in on it. Pick anything on this one, I was trying to do on that one as well.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, to be fair. I don't know if it's trying to make out something from like the shapes that it's made from where it's worn out.
Well, it's that and the words, like Mick says. Could it be trying to sort of make something out of the words?
Yeah.
It's not doing it constantly.
No, because if it was doing that, it would do it all the time, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Definitely. Is that
There-
still going off or has it stopped?
Stop.
If there are any spirits in here trying to communicate by altering the view on this device I have in my hand, can you do that again for us, please? So I'm wondering whether it's just like the initial scan, because the more you move it, the more the shapes appear.
Yeah.
But they're just totally random. And I know this may sound weird, and this again is probably pareidolia. If I can get my thumb in the shot there. Eye, nose, mouth. Does that look like a skull to you?
Actually, yes, it does. Like, where it's out of focus, you can really, really see. Like, if I bring it round here, you can really see.
Now that I've spotted it, I look at the actual thing on the wall and I can see it.
Yeah, same. Yeah, you can definitely see that skull figure going. You can see it even more, actually, as soon as I zoomed in on that one.
Which is quite bizarre, considering this is supposed to be a church, or was a church.
Yeah.
What about on that one? Because the words stand out more, don't they?
Sorry, out of focus now.
No, it's not even trying on that one. Look, it's not even giving a little blip.
No, nothing at all.
Let's try one of these other ones. No, it's not even trying on that one. Look, it's not even giving a little blip.
No, nothing at all.
Let's try one of these other ones. No, it's not even trying on that one. Look, it's not even giving a little blip.
No, nothing at all.
Let's try one of these other ones.
Do you guys like to try anything in here? And then sort of try something again.
There's a baby in your bag.
There's a baby in my bag. Oh no!
I told you to get rid of that.
Hello, baby in the bag.
Okay, that's big. That's unusual.
Is it?
It was weird because obviously, like, again, you've probably got head, shoulders,
Knees and toes.
knees and toes. So it could be that it's picking it up from that. Same as what we did with the fire extinguisher. It's done the head and the shoulders and then filled in the blanks. It's just the size of it, just makes it look like it's a baby.
Bit weird.
Right, let's have a look, see what we can get on this.
With your REM pod, when that went off, was that was probably just it setting it up, wasn't it? Yeah. Just wanted to make sure, just in case people were like, it went off. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to put this on there.
Miles. That could be miles, like the name, or it could be miles as in miles per hour. Who the hell knows? So Pretty strong, isn't it?
That's a high amount of VMF.
That is a massive EMF demand. What are you demanding?
Just look all that way.
Below. Demand below. I mean, that kind of makes sense. Below, because we are standing on someone.
Well, I mean, obviously this was a church,
Yeah.
and this was part of the church, so there would have been, or would have formed crypts. Obviously the church, the main part of the church is now gone. I'll try and call it out. Or shall I do the bowl first?
Yeah, do the bowl.
So far, our first vigil seems to be extremely successful. I bring out a low-toned singing bowl, and once that finishes ringing out, we seem to pick up a lot of activity through the Ghost Hunting Tools app. All of us have stated that this is the most accurate communication through this app we have had, as most of the words coming through correlate with the location.
It's picking up sound activity over there. Measure.
If there are any spirits here with us, can you please come forward? We'd like to communicate with you. We'd like you to communicate with us. We mean you no harm, and we come with the greatest of respect. In front of us we have a number of devices in which you can communicate with us. If you'd like to use any one of them, or all of them, use our collective energy. Apart from the ladybirds,
Yeah, they're really going for it.
seems a bit. It felt a bit strange when I first walked in, but now I don't seem to. It's almost as if what was ever in it decided to pop off. Like I said, it's almost as if they've gone, whoa, there's people in here,
Yeah.
and they're bugged out.
Yeah, because it was doing some stuff with leg.
My leg's all
Yeah.
One of different sizes.
right. Exactly. Could it be telling you about your legs?
Does seem to be doing a hell of a lot with that at the moment. Cover. Legs cover. Cover your legs. Are we thinking because of church sort of thing?
It's possible.
Yeah, why do you see this?
Well, because it was only up until a certain time that all people had to cover their ankles.
Yeah. Yeah, they
And that was up until like late 1800s, early 1900s.
Beach.
So,
There's a beach right there.
Beach down there.
There is a beach just outside this graveyard, well, to the side of the graveyard, isn't it, really? Over in that direction, so...
It's a beautiful walk from, which is a strange place to have a beach.
Demand has come up again. That's twice. I demand you to cover those legs.
Are you telling us to go to the beach?
Do you want us to be over by the beach?
Or the old tower.
Or the other tower. I haven't seen it do it that high in years.
No, I've seen it do that in that Kelvin match, but it didn't last for as long. I mean, that's quite a long period of time for that to...
Graveyard.
And it's saying, demand, graveyard, beach. It's telling us where to go, isn't it? Do you want us to go out into the graveyard? We are going to go there later.
Could you make the lights go up as well? Highway. It is coming up with a hell of a lot of stuff that is very, very apt. I do always tend to find that when I'm recording, I do always find that there's someone talking, somebody whistling, somebody walking. There's like loads of other things that you pick up on that I don't. It's okay, just once. Would you be able to show us talking to my microphone? You probably don't know what a microphone is, depending on what era you come from. But this little fluffy thing here, if you do, okay, I shouldn't have done that, because now you're going to hear is me doing that. But if you talk into there, we'll be able to hear your voice. You could whistle, you could sing, you can hum. You can even walk around us and we will be able to hear you with this.
Can you tap on something?
Group. We are a group.
Oh, that's probably been the best results from that.
Definitely, without doubt.
Even when you take Mistley Island, when all the different apps all said the same thing all at the same time.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was freaky, but for this to come out with near enough everything it's come out with has been appropriate for what we're doing here.
Yeah.
If you're referring to my muscular legs, can you touch this device and put it on the floor, please? After it's gone off.
Not now.
Can you please set that device on the floor for us?
All you have to do is walk close to it. You don't have to do anything with it. You just have to walk past it, over it, or beside it. And that will go off to indicate that you're with us.
Use our energy.
It's very accurate, isn't
Whereas
it?
before it's just come out with random words,
yeah.
or random places, and you're just like looking at trying to piece things together. But this time, everything that's coming out with it seems right with where we are.
Could you give us one of our names through the app?
Yeah, can you tell us your name?
Your name or one of our names? Please, we'd appreciate that.
After a specific name.
Kind of starts to go up and then it goes down. Oh, cry. That wasn't.
No, after us saying everything being appropriate with where we are, for that to come out and crying, and that's just simple.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Unless someone's going to do something as we walk out, like stop it on the door. Suddenly I see someone walk past the tower in what looks like a coloured raincoat. Both Sam and myself seemed to say the same thing to each other, or what it could have been. Sadly, nothing of note was on camera, but it was strange how both of us said the same thing. After this, we have some very unique words and phrases come out through the app, and much to our surprise, something gets moved from right behind us, making a very loud sound, just as the app comes out with a voice, which was impossible as it was not able to have the voices come through it.
Interact.
We're trying to. Are you trying to interact with us, but you don't know how? That's why we have these various instruments here. Our friend Sam here has a device in her hand that allows him to copy your voice.
Okay.
We use the term copy because I don't think they would know what the word record was.
No, because they wouldn't know that, would they?
The only way they would know what record meant was like writing it down on a piece of paper.
And a lot of the time as well, I wonder if they're kind of, because they're so confused, they're just kind of like, I don't know what to do, like, what is that, what is that? And I wonder if that's why sometimes you don't get stuff, because they're just like, what is that? I don't know what it is, I don't, you know. And a lot of the time as well, if they're God-fearing as well, they may be like, oh, I don't want to go near that, because I don't know what it is.
Boo, the witch.
Damn it, Mark.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm.
Matthew Hopkins, are you here? Say something outside just then.
Did you hear something?
No, I saw something.
You saw someone?
Through the window.
As soon as you said you saw someone, that started to go off as well.
It was like this pink blur gone straight past the window.
Oh.
Do you see it?
Who are you? Oh well, that's bright, isn't it? Can't see shit.
Amelia.
We asked for a name. Is that the name of the spirit that's trying to come through?
Amelia, could you walk past the window to the crypt again?
I ain't got glasses on. Here we go. I'll stick it in.
I will still record as we're cracking on a bit.
I'm not wearing glasses.
So you saw someone walk past, did you? Like somebody was wearing a jacket?
When Marcus was standing there and looking out, obviously it's height down here, literally, there was a pink. Can I look like someone wearing like a pink raincoat?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, like a jacket.
And they came across and it literally just went straight across there. And as soon as I mentioned it, I looked over to the right of it to see whether they carried on down the path. And there was nothing there.
Weird.
But it looked like someone wearing like a pinkish, a pale pink raincoat.
Ask him.
Ask who?
Ask who? Ask him. What did he say? Who are we asking? That was a bit harsh, wasn't it?
Are we asking God?
Kind of be wasting our time.
He hasn't spoken to anyone in a very long time.
The problem is we've mentioned Matthew Hopkins. Now, are they referring, as in Amelia and Xavier, are they referring for us to ask him, as in ask Matthew Hopkins? Are you referring for us to speak with Matthew Hopkins, the Witchfinder General? Are you asking for us?
What was that?
We've talked shit a bit. We've talked shit a bit. We've talked shit a bit.
I just heard something coming through the frequency in there as well. Somebody just shouted through there.
Oh, right then. What?
What is it?
Was it? There was that.
But that was already down.
That was down.
And it doesn't even stick, but if it's like that.
That was really loud as well. That somebody has literally lifted it. That's what I thought.
But that was already down.
Yeah.
Because I lifted it open like that to put the bowl and the K2 in and put it down like that. I didn't use the handle. And that was already
Are you
down.
hearing that?
And put it down like that. I didn't use the handle. And that was already
Are you
down.
hearing that?
And put it down like that. I didn't use the handle. And that was already
Are you
down.
hearing that? Did you hear that? I can hear, like every now and again, I can hear, like on the frequency that's going on there. I can feel like on the frequency.
Yeah, I thought it was you guys. I heard a knock on the door and I opened it.
Ah.
And they're standing there and I was like,
Yeah, they've got in.
oh,
We're going to have to get out in a minute.
Yeah, you'll have to go over there now and tell them we're filming.
Yeah. Filming in progress.
that one's a lot different.
Yeah, it is. It's got tombstones and everything.
That was weird.
That was a bit weird.
That was weird.
What?
And see, you weren't in here to witness the one good bit of evidence that we got just now. So, but that was quite interesting as well, because through that frequency I was hearing like somebody was randomly humming or singing. But that has never ever done that on that frequency before, has it?
No.
It's not a spirit box. But I could hear like somebody was going,
And they can be reached and they go.
but that was weird. So, if If you hold my camera, Barbara, it will be a bit out of focus probably, so you may have to focus it in. But we were all standing here.
Does that automatically shut?
So
You were here.
I was there.
I was here. Wait.
That's not just opened it. Other people just opened it.
How?
I don't know, the door's open.
It's not like a latch thing you've got
It's
to.
open, they've just gone in.
It's probably because there's other people on the inside and they've done that to let them in. So, yeah, we're all standing here, Mark, and then somebody has come along and done this. Not that, like that. But really, it was quite hard like that, wasn't it?
It was harder than that, but it doesn't have to go up far because otherwise it sticks.
Yeah,
Actually, so it sticks from there. But whenever I've opened this up, I've always literally just done it like that.
yeah,
Rather than
yeah, and that was down.
I've just lifted up that, and it was already down.
It was
when I
already
put
down.
the two back.
It was
The
weird.
problem was we were all looking at the app because we were asking, because it said ask him. So we were saying, do you want us to ask God or do you want us to ask Matthew Hopkins, which find the gentleman? And as I said that, that's when that made the noise.
Yeah, it was very, very short after that,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
very quickly.
That was weird. Because somebody would have had to have touched it.
Yeah, it was
Because
already down, which I'm
you
sure
were
it was.
here, and Mick was there and I was there. So, I don't know.
I,
Sort of into you.
it may appear on some of the previous footage that we've filmed so far. That may come up in the shot, and you'll be able to tell whether that's up or down.
Yeah,
If it's down, then it's been moved.
yeah.
Because there's no other way, unless it does show on the footage that it was up like that, and it's just slowly, the weight of it has slowly made it come down, and then it's just dropped.
So it does still make that noise.
It makes that sound, so I'll definitely say it was this that did the noise, but I'm sure that was already down.
Yeah.
In which case, something's come up to it and done that.
So everyone in there.
Reasonable.
But I wonder if,
They gone?
no, actually, because
Oh,
that sounds like a double tap. It sort of goes,
But it was just one, it wasn't a double.
but it was just one, wasn't it?
yeah, it was just bang, like that. So
You're
somebody,
only going to guarantee it's one hit if you do it.
if you hold it,
Hold it.
yeah.
But obviously none of us were holding it because none of us were near it. So
No. Roger.
Roger.
So we've got Roger come up as well.
So we'll have to look back and see if we can look through the footage and see whether that handle is either up or down. Because then that will confirm whether it's been moved other than us.
Yeah. We'll probably be freaking out of focus, but I'll try and see if I
If
can.
it-
I did kind of refocus it really, really fast.
Even if it is out of focus, you should still be able to see whether it's up or down.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, there you go. You can attack it now.
I will kill all of you.
Interact.
Are you trying to? Are you trying to interact with us, but you don't know how? That's why we have these various instruments here. Our friend Sam here has a device in her hand that allows him to copy your voice.
Okay.
We use the term copy because I don't think they would know what the word record means.
No, because they wouldn't know that, would they?
The only way they would know what record meant was like writing it down on a piece of paper.
And a lot of the time as well, I wonder if they kind of, because they're so confused, they're just kind of like, I don't know what to do, like, what is that, and I wonder if that's why sometimes you don't get stuff, because they're just like, what is that? I don't know what it is, I don't, you know. And a lot of the time as well, if they're God-fearing as well, they may be like, oh, I don't want to go near that, because I don't know what it is.
Boo, the witch.
Damn it, Mark.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mm.
Matthew Hopkins, are you here?
Oh well, that's bright, isn't it? Can't see shit.
Amelia.
We asked for a name. Is that the name of the spirit that's trying to come through? Is that your name, Amelia?
That's me.
Can you, if that was you, Amelia, could you walk past the window to the crypt again?
Whilst Mick and Sam were trying to unlock the door to Tower 1, it appeared they had difficulty opening the door. Mick said that it felt though someone had locked it from the inside. Mark was called over to try it for himself, as he had left it on the latch when we left. This would mean that it would have been possible to lock ourselves out, and much to his surprise, the door had resistance. It seemed to almost push against him when trying to unlock it. We noticed that the door was actually scraping along the floor. However, we had no issues opening the door earlier on in the episode. The door to Tower 2 had opened without any problem, and now the door to the first tower was hard to open, when only moments before it was very easy to open and close.
Wait guys, not that you can hear me because I've got my hand over the microphone. That is weird. That is weird. Shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, the door's pretty tough to unlock. If you come across and it just unlocks, I'm going to be really confused. That's exactly what I'm thinking. That's why I'm recording, because that would be really weird. Ah. Did you pull it forward and then? Yeah. Okay.
It's on the latch.
Say it again. Sorry, Bubba.
The door's on the latch.
So the door's on the latch and you couldn't get in anyway?
When we first came in earlier, there's a piece of paper here that says please leave door on the latch, so I put it on the latch. So the fact that Mick and me couldn't get in, it was on the fucking latch.
Yeah. There wouldn't be a reason then for the door not to open, would there? Because that was like it was locked, wasn't it? Yeah, you have to close it really tight.
Try again.
Yeah.
And in theory now then it should open quite easily.
Yeah, it should. Because you had a trouble getting in as well, didn't you?
No trouble. Stuck at the
It's
bottom.
at the bottom.
It's at the bottom,
Yes,
yeah.
Second at the bottom.
Yeah. But it wasn't even the top. When I was trying, even the top bit weren't going.
Yeah, and the last time he tried, that whole door,
The door's dropped.
the whole door wasn't moving
door's
the first time as well.
Look at the gap at the bottom of the door, look. There's a
Yeah.
huge gap there and no gap
And no
there.
gap there.
It's just sticking at the bottom. It's catching on the ground. So the door's dropped. For our second vigil, we had gone into the second tower. Here we had locked off Sam's camera onto a device called a pivo. A pivo are known to lock onto a human figure or use facial recognition in order to follow a person or an animal's movement. Sam had contacted the creators of this device, and it was confirmed that under no circumstances would this device move on its own or lock onto anything or zoom in and out unless controlled in front of the camera. Admittedly, this time round the pivo does not seem to move. We had set up another experiment where we used 2 mobile phones connected by a phone call, one phone in one area and one in another, to see if anything responds. Again, nothing did respond. However, we had got interesting activity nonetheless.
Shut that door. Right. No, that's self-expecting. There is one phone, one tower.
Right, so we've set up an experiment. We have one mobile phone in one of the towers, and then just over the way we have another phone. We have opened a call between each phone, and hopefully, with this one being on loudspeaker, if there is anything in there, they may be able to use that to communicate.
Nice.
So if there is anybody in the other tower, can you please speak to us? Can you make a noise?
Yeah.
theory, that's far enough away to affect it.
Hang on.
So now, if you move that over there, that should increase the distance, so I should be able to come to about here before that starts flashing. And that's flashed already. Same distance.
Yeah, it shouldn't be doing that.
Shouldn't do it that far. I'll put it back in its original place and still do it. So that's you making those lights flash. Can you do it again, please? Make sure I know any of my phones are no good.
That's where the phone is.
Yeah, it's fine. Can you do it again? Can you take the lights up to red, please? Use
Thank
our
you.
energies. Come forward and make the lights flash.
It's almost like it's darting. It's darting in and out, isn't it? The energy.
That's like I said earlier on, it seems to know that they're going in between the two. They're going
Yeah,
backwards and
yeah.
forwards.
Was that still going off just then? Or was that just my...
It's briefly flashing on the next light up, but it's...
Yeah, it's just my... It's weird. Because it's like... Hates anything flying, this one. Don't you? Hate it.
You just remind they don't take off all at once.
Oh God, I
Get
didn't...
off running out, straight like a girl, you'll be like,
I didn't realise that was there. I thought that was like rust. And it's not.
no, this lady goes. Safe place to hide, mate, for. We must admit though, this one feels different.
This one feels heavier to me. It.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
When I initially walked in there,
So that's more open. Otherwise it's identical to the old one. Just seems a bit strange that they demolished the church in between the two. Just looking at this one.
well, there's names on here. We had names in there, didn't we?
Yeah, so that's William. I have no idea what that was. So.
Williams.
If you listen to them, speak briefly, you know. Down the phone, there we go. That's good jokers.
That was weird. I got closer to it and it was like flushing right up to red. And then I put my phone nearer to it. It's going to go blurry. So I put my phone nearer. Camera. And it didn't do anything. So it's not my camera. Oh, thank you. Could you do that again for me? Put it right up to the red? Or for us? Not no. Would you be able to do that? just that one, isn't it? When I'm recording it face on, it's... Oh, thank you. When it's blurry, or it goes straight up to the red, but as soon as I want it to ask it, it doesn't do it. Yeah, only does like up to the middle. Doesn't seem to be too much going on.
Nothing really of interest seemed to occur whilst we were in the graveyard area. However, on my Ghost Hunting Tools app, I had got the word entombed appear as we stood beside an unmarked tomb, and you hear me state a list of words including the word entombed. Weirdly, as time goes on, the word seems to mysteriously just disappear from the app completely. Through our SLS apps, we all had captured stick figures dancing near the graves, and Sam had noticed that there were particles moving in sideways rain motion, even though at this point of the night it was not raining at all. Watch closely to witness more. My phone ain't on flight mode though. It's down. Name.
We did
Said that.
we did ask what's the name?
What?
Could you come and give us your name? Or maybe give us one of our names? You did ask us earlier to come out into the graveyard, so we're here now. And we'd love to communicate with you. We'll be using a few different techniques to be able to communicate with you while we're here. So could you come and give us a sign, please, that you're around? Stairs. There's no stairs here.
There ain't no stairs here apart from maybe in that.
There weren't, but they would have been in the church when it was here.
Yeah, there would have been stairs, definitely. Unless it's meaning like the stairs that lead up here. Because there is stairs here. I mean, they're steps, not really stairs.
Well, remember, when the church was originally here, could there have been stairs there? And that's what they've covered, is the entrance to the vaults under the church.
Very possible, yeah.
Remember, the church that was here was demolished in 1870, and they left the two towers. So, could the church have gone round the back end there, and that could have been the entrance to the vaults under the church?
Could you maybe show yourself so we can see where you are? Or make a noise in the direction where you are, so then we know where to go. Oh, hello EVP. EVP recorder here. What stairs are you by? Are you by the stairs of the church? Or are you by the stairs of the towers?
It's okay, you're welcome to come forward and communicate with us.
Oh, it nearly did something then, and then stopped itself. Next. Please, can you tell us where you are in this graveyard so we can come to you? This is where he's like behind me or something.
I just heard that it sounded like someone messing up a bit of crisps, but there's no one over there.
Yeah, I heard the exact same thing as well. It sounded like, somebody kind of just going like that.
Well, no, to me it just sounded like someone rustling the bag.
Definitely rustling of the bag of some sort. Please, can you, if that was you, could you give us another sign, please, that is where you were, so we can identify where you are? Scare.
I'll take a look, scare away.
Yeah, we don't scare easily.
What was the sound that came with that though? That sounded a bit...
It was like...
That's all I went, ooh.
Yeah. Okay. Concern. I thought it said some. It definitely said something. I don't know what it was, but it was like, oh. Is there anything else that you'd like to come and say to us before we move on to something else? What are you concerned about? Ding. Just so I can actually see on camera where we're going, just in case we can pick up anything else. So there is traffic going by over there, and that's just something that we have to deal with, so... Oh, luckily that is just a bird. I was like, why is there a baby crying? Oh no, and then I was like, no, it's a bird, we're okay. And there are birds here, by the way, guys, as well, so you will hear birds.
Horse purr.
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
Hello?
Pretty cool structure, isn't it? Good old ducks.
That don't make sense.
What doesn't make sense? Sorry, just pointing this in your eyes.
Well, there's no writing on it whatsoever.
Yeah, you would think that this would actually have something indicating to what it is or whose it is.
Even if it was a family tomb, there would have still been something on there to signify whose tomb it was.
Yeah.
It's a weird log.
It is a weird look. Looks like someone's tried to.
Trying to get into it already, look.
Yeah.
People have moved that recently though, because it's quite a bit in there, but that's just a normal key.
Yeah.
Nice one to knock back.
But there's just nothing written on it. You would have thought if that was a family tomb or something, there would be like a family crest, or you know, the name of the family.
I cannot get a clear picture for love or money.
It just keeps coming out blurry. Hello, Milton. It don't seem to make it. Don't make sense. Why would you have sword?
Sword?
Force per sword.
Force per sword.
Yeah. Oh, I had. Oh. Force and tomb per punished sword. And what were the reasons that anybody would be buried in an unmarked grave?
A big ass unmarked grave, I think.
Well, it is. That's what I mean. Normally, there would have been
Some
either a name written
some
across,
indication that there's
family crest either side there, or something, just to indicate, or even on the door, just to indicate what family owned the tomb. There's nothing.
no.
And I would go as far as to say it's not that old. Because it don't seem to have weathered any, which means that's modern.
No.
That would be modern stone.
Bobber. I'm wondering
Treat.
if necrophonia could work here.
Back and treat. Our words keep disappearing.
Do they?
You want to come back? Well, stairs next, scare, concern. Then, as we were leaving there, force. But I had entomb on there at 21:30. Is it 21:30? Yeah, 21:22. They've all moved. So we had available. I've got extra words on here that are coming up, and then
Yeah.
they've disappeared because I had entomb on there.
But
And
there
now
was
entomb has gone.
there was no. Was that from the same day? Before name. At the bottom, there's words there that we.
6th of the 5th.
Yeah, these. So yeah, these are from earlier.
This is all today, earlier on. Because Bit was the last thing at 9 o'clock at Kelvin Match. First word we got here on this was miles.
Miles, yeah.
So, but I had Entomb on here, and that's gone.
And we didn't have available come up.
No, available's there. Look.
Available didn't come up before striking.
That was at 3 o'clock.
That was at 3 o'clock.
That was just before we left.
Right.
Striking was the first word.
It was the first one, yeah.
But when I looked back on here just now, we had between force and per.
Yeah,
Entomb was on there.
Yeah.
And now it's just disappeared.
That's weird.
Have you got that on camera?
Yeah. There
The
was
list
one.
of this?
There was one that said there was definitely Entomb on there when you
but
first.
what I'm saying is,
when you first looked at it.
If you've got that on camera, that Entomb was on there, apart from deleting it, which okay I could do, but I haven't touched it. But it just seems a bit strange. We're standing outside here, and that's just disappeared.
And it's unmarked as well, which is a bit strange.
See, look,
Racism.
that's come up, but it didn't come up on the list.
It didn't. Yeah.
Now it's on there.
It's not
Racism.
Why racism? I have had racism come up on there a few times in the past. That's weird. I don't know. I feel a bit.
I think this is going to be one of those voiceover episodes.
Yeah, definitely. It is weird that just doesn't have anything on it. Because I looked around it as well, and it doesn't have anything indicating anything at all. It's just a block.
I've looked round. There's not a single letter mark on there.
Oh God, freaking getting.
But that looks like modern stone, so it's not.
It's not old.
It's not something that's been put there. Like,
Well, no, it's not like it's like weathered away.
I mean, we know 150 years ago the church was here.
Yeah.
Works like a full sphincter camera, doesn't it? Horrible word. Sphincter. Moist sphincter. I love moist.
See, I can't do that, am I? Is that what? Oh, yeah. Yes, you can. Just press the paintbrush. I don't get green, though. Where's green gone? How come you got green?
I just swiped it to the right and it came up.
I get blue and white and that's it. No green.
Tombstone, maybe.
I don't get nothing on it. You have to unlock it.
So
I think not. $11.99 a year.
Somehow
Somehow you've paid for yours, Sam. Filter's not available.
That's
You
not
can't record with this. Oh, it's behind the grave now.
Buggered off.
It's running away.
Come back.
Come back towards us.
It's like it scooted all the way over there.
He did, like, he jumped over it.
That is so out of focus, it's unreal.
The only problem is I think I only got the second image come up.
You press and record.
Yeah, I was, but I think I only got the second image.
That staticky stuff is not happening anymore, is it? How weird. Oh, now, for me, he went right to the front. He's tap dancing. Yeah, it's the same area for both of us where he is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
What I would
Like
assume
the
would be the
sides.
head end.
Yeah, head end.
Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
But he's having a right old boogie.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, ah ho ho.
He's like tap dancing.
That is weird, isn't it?
It's weird though, because if I put the angle right,
Yeah, if you put the
It pops
angle
up.
there, it's nothing. Put it there,
I'm
and
still doing it.
that staticky stuff is not happening anymore, is it? How weird. Oh, now, for me, he went right to the front. He's tap dancing. Yeah, it's the same area for both of us where he is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a bit weird.
Could be that it's picking up something else that's on there as part of the image, which it's then.
But it's weird that it's coming off and on.
Isn't it?
Normally, if it was picking up on, it would stay there, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but on mine it has. On mine it stayed there for quite a while before it's disappeared.
You first had it in open space.
I had it over there, yeah, on the grass. Right, I think we've got enough recording to that one.
Come over.
Yeah.
It's intriguing though.
I almost just jarred my back.
Yeah, this is what I was meaning,
Oh, that
Mick. I
hurts
don't know
enough
if you
as
can
is
see it.
without doing that.
Oh, and then it stops again.
Yeah.
As soon there.
Our final vigil of the night was at the Dunking Pond, a bridge overlooking where women once were tried for witchcraft. Although not much seemed to be happening to come through on a Necrophonic app, we did get the word plane come through on another app, just as an aircraft was flying overhead, along with other words that are very significant to the area.
Stop my
Keep
camera
watching
from
to witness
recording.
more.
Hello. Here. Is there anything that you want to come and say to us? What happened here where we were standing? Leave again. Here we go. It back. It's going to be difficult to hear when you've got the road there.
You need to push it in the middle of the wood, don't you?
Hello? Listen. Prayer. The ice.
Plane. Oh, plane.
What's flying over?
Plane.
And
So-
it's come up on my phone.
Ah, fuck. So there is a plane flying over currently. Not that you can hear it because of all of the cars, but there is a plane and you can still hear it a bit. Port. There is a port over there. There is a port. Brutalise. Never had that come up.
It's a big old word for it, really.
Yeah.
There are any spirits here. Any spirits of people accused of being a witch. Can you come forward? Get yourself removed.
Wall.
We have some objects on the bridge that will help you to talk to us. Can you use them, please, and give us words?
No. Burn. I did hear burn this then. Stop.
That looks so clogged up in there.
Is that that?
Yeah. It's coming out from the dinner, it'll come closer
Reach.
because you've got the bugs around the lights.
Does fucking hell. There's a lot of bugs going into my mouth here.
So I'm using natural bug repellent.
Look up at me.
Look up, yeah, I just... Oh, freaking hell, go away, bugs. I said, look up. We've had look up quite a few times tonight.
Yeah. And above.
Above, look up. Hot. Holy shit. Did you hear that? Holy shit just came out of there.
Frick.
Frick.
Do you know what?
Leave.
I
That-
had
that-
those 2 servings of pasta. Fucking hell. I am. Alright.
Cars, I heard, but...
If there's any kebab shops on the way from back here. Don't know if there's any in that in Manningtree. Could do a recce in the town, out of roses.
Men.
Men. Good. Good. Lower.
Is your rat coming out with anything? Because mine's coming out. It's dead brutalised and I've had nothing since.
Calm down. Yeah, it is. Nothing significant now, really. Start saving up for nebulous, I think.
Yeah. What? Toucan?
Seeing a horror movie right now with their 2 hands coming up here and just grabbing the side of the little...
Yeah.
Grabs the phone.
We'd be like, no,
Tries to
my
grab
phone.
the phone.
Lower. Yeah, say
Lower?
Yeah, that says lower.
Yeah. Lower.
Mine still says brutalised.
Does that mean you've got to lower them? Lower?
Unless that was like referring to when they lowered them.
I mean, lower.
Yeah. Statue. They seem to know something, I just heard.
That's you, are you here? That was wrong. Capability.
Nose.
It's a big word.
Nose.
Isn't it?
Do you have the light on now? No?
No.
Neither do I. I don't think. Oh, I do. Actually, I do. But there is a mist going on here, which is...
Elizabeth,
That is one heck of a mist.
are you one of Matthew's victims? Are you one of Matthew's victims?
Racial?
Could you class being a witch being a racial thing? Persecuting witches?
Ali. Baba.
I don't know whether you class that as racial or not, would you?
No, probably not.
I don't think it's just normal discrimination.
Yeah. But then if it's about a belief, if it's about a belief system, is that still racial?
Oh. Come on, you can give us another word, I know it. Take it right up to the red, and then you'll be able to come through with another word again. It's weird because...
Treat.
We had treat earlier.
Mm.
I'd like to hear your voice.
Yeah, could
That'd
you
be
talk to
awesome.
us? Paige.
Now I know there's a swan in there,
I heard rustling over there a bit.
but it's a very strange amount of rustling going on. Oh my god.
Wow.
Who's?
I'm Breaker.
That's a very, very quick,
Transition.
yeah, a very quick word
It's
change there.
like suddenly someone is like, because your one's going crazy as well, actually. Fault. Is whoever's coming through think it's their fault that they got dunked? Maybe. Stress.
We've got to also remember, though, that the language used in the 1600s would have been a lot different to the language you're using now.
Yeah.
So some of the words we use now are completely different to what they used then.
It's
like now, when I was little, you never went, oh wow, that's well sick.
No.
Yeah. It's so dark out there now.
As the rain started to get heavier and the wind blew colder, we decided it was best to call it a night. We thank you all for witnessing the truth with us. Join us again at the end of June for episode 4. And now we will play you out with our bloopers. Good night.
The ladybugs. The lazy bugs.
So we've had baby birds and lazy bugs.
The lazy bugs.
Nothing wrong with giving them a nickname. I hope you like.
I call that one Harold.
Oh yes, I do. Somewhere. Yeah, definitely. Sorry. That looked great. Yeah, because it's a very, very cute fire extinguisher, though, isn't it? You gotta love it. Is it really? Is it really?
Yeah, they're all sitting there. Oh, one just landed on Mark's shoulder. There you go.
Yeah.
Feed me. See ya. Better find your way out.
on, Mark. He's coming up with a hell of a lot of stuff that is very, very apt for this app.
After that joke, I'm starting to
Thanks, Nick. I needed that.
That's all right, you'll just play it back later and go, hang on a minute, there's something in here. Just as that joke is said, there's a strange laughter and it's not any of us.
That would be weird. Yeah. Yeah, so you guys say some questions on camera.
East.
That says fast.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. That's because I'm not wearing my glasses. Dare say it's quite possible that that might appear on some of the footage.
Sorry, that's also
You see it?
Who are you?
This one, I mean, this one's slightly different because there's no ceiling.
I just fell into the wall, guys.
No, it's on the other one, we've got the ceiling up there.
Just got this hoodie man doing some gangster rap look in front.
You do all that like a lost in prison.
Yeah. Skitty pop 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 and a tun tun tun. I'm now going to be done for copyright.
The thing goes tap 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 tap. Skilly up pop pop.
Great lyrics.
It's the best. It's the best.
Wrote it himself.
So I think that they've got a scat job in it.
Yeah. So bad. What's the other one as well? The one where he's like, I don't need the jacket. Man's hot. That was it.
Said take off your jacket.
Shit,
Said, girl,
no,
man's
it's
not
hot.
What about the lazy bugs?
The ladybugs. The lazy bugs.
So we've had baby birds and lazy bugs.
The lazy bugs.
Nothing wrong with giving them a nickname. I hope you like. I call that one Harold.
Hello, anything that's here. My name is Mark. This is
We've
Sam.
just asked for their
This
name.
is Wayne. And this is Nick. And together we are the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I'm just wondering would it be better to go up there now while we've still got a bit of normal natural light?
Good
Bob.
ways to, if you don't want to do it now, we go to...
Mate, you're not going to get nothing. We haven't got any food. I'm sorry.
Swans were protected under the Queen, weren't they?
They are the Queen's bird, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
You do realise that a swan's wing beat can break your leg.
The swans what?
Wing beat.
What's a wing beat?
When they attack you,
When they attack
they
you
go
with their
like that.
wings, yeah.
With their wings, and their bones are hexagonal structure that makes them stronger than your bones. They will break your leg.
So, Bubba,
In other words, they'll fuck you up.
That was one thing I learnt working at Colchester Zoo, because we had two black swans that were nasty little bastards. And
I was going to say, it was looking at you like, yeah,
the
bitch.
male
Yeah,
used
you
to
try
attack
it.
you.
I
The
want-
second
Come on then.
you got to the lake, the male would come out and attack you. And I was warned then by the falconry keeper that because of the bone structure of the bones and the wings, that if that smacked into your shin, that would break your leg.
I want to be beaten by a swan. I will turn it into
So
dinner.
what you do is you talk nicely to it, and you say, "Go on, off you go, and it'll leave you alone."
Alright. Fuck off, please.
Sorry, I didn't bring any bread. You just have to go back for a swim, mate. I'm sorry. Yes, we found where he
Dunking pond, Sam, not ducking. Dunking. You're dunked in the pond, not ducked in the pond.
Hello,
Silly
there's another
Billy.
one.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.